I bet you didn't know life is one big gamble. Welcome back to the show. Today, we're diving into a topic that's a bit of a gamble itself. Insurance versus gambling. Which one is riskier? It's a question that's probably crossed your mind at some point, right? We all know life is full of surprises. Some good, some not so good. That's where insurance and gambling come in. Both involve risk, money, and the hope that things will go our way. But which one is really the bigger gamble? Let's find out. Okay, let's talk insurance. We've all been there, right? Paying those monthly premiums, hoping we never have to actually use it. It's like buying a gym membership and then feeling guilty for not going. Car insurance, health insurance, home insurance, the list goes on. They're important, sure, but sometimes it feels like we're just throwing money into a black hole. And don't even get me started on the paperwork. It's like trying to decipher ancient hieroglyphics. Seriously, why is insurance so complicated? Deductibles, co-pays, out-of-network, it's enough to make your head spin. I once tried to understand my health insurance plan. Let's just say I ended up ordering takeout and watching reality TV instead. But hey, we all know insurance is important. It's there to protect us when life throws those curveballs. It's just, sometimes it feels like the curveballs are coming from the insurance companies themselves. Now, let's talk about the more exciting side of risk gambling. The flashing lights, the sound of slot machines, the thrill of a winning hand. It's a whole different ball game. Whether it's a trip to Vegas, a friendly poker night, or just buying a lottery ticket, gambling is all about taking a chance. And hey, who knows? You might just get lucky. But let's be real, the odds are rarely in our favor. But that's part of the thrill, right? The possibility of winning big, even if it's a long shot. Section 5. The house always wins, or does it? We've all heard the saying, the house always wins. And it's true, casinos and gambling establishments are designed to make a profit, but that doesn't mean we can't have some fun, and maybe even win a little something along the way. The key is to gamble responsibly. Set a budget, know your limits, and don't chase losses. Think of it like going to an amusement park. You're there to have fun, not spend your entire life savings. Plus, there's always that one friend who seems to win every time. You know the one, right? Maybe some of their luck will rub off on you. Section 6. Insurance versus gambling, a head-to-head. So, we've looked at insurance and gambling separately, but what happens when we compare them directly? Now let's put them head-to-head in the ring. Imagine a showdown where each tries to prove its worth. In one corner, we have insurance, the responsible older sibling. It's the one that always thinks ahead. It's all about planning for the future, mitigating risks, and making sure we're covered in case of emergencies. It provides a safety net, a sense of security. And in the other corner, we have gambling, the fun-loving, spontaneous sibling. It's the one that lives for the thrill. It's about taking chances, living in the moment, and hoping for the best. The excitement of the unknown, the rush of adrenaline, both have their pros and cons. Insurance offers peace of mind but can feel like a financial burden. Insurance can be expensive and feel like a waste of money until you need it. When disaster strikes, that policy can be a lifesaver. Gambling can be thrilling and potentially rewarding, but it also comes with the risk of losing your hard-earned cash. The highs can be high, but the lows can be devastating. So, which one wins the match? It depends on what you're looking for. Stability and security, or excitement and risk. The choice is yours. In the end, both insurance and gambling play significant roles in our lives. They reflect different aspects of human nature and our approach to life's uncertainties. And maybe, just maybe, there's room for both in the ring. After all, life is about balance. Section 7. The psychology of risk, why we love and hate it. You know what's interesting? Our brains are wired to both love and hate risk. It's a fascinating duality that shapes many of our decisions and behaviors. It's like a love-hate relationship with a roller coaster. We crave the thrill, the adrenaline rush that comes with the unknown twists and turns. We get a rush of adrenaline from taking risks, whether it's skydiving from a plane or making a bold career move. But then we regret it when our stomachs are doing flips, or when the consequences of our risky decisions catch up with us. With insurance, we're trying to avoid risk. We invest in policies to protect ourselves from unforeseen events, seeking peace of mind. We want that sense of security, knowing that someone has our back if things go wrong. It's a way to mitigate the fear of the unknown. But with gambling, we're actively seeking out risk. We crave that excitement, the thrill of the game, and the possibility of a big win. That possibility of hitting it big, of turning a small bet into a fortune, is incredibly enticing. It's the allure of the high stakes. It's all about finding that balance, right? Balancing the thrill of taking risks with the need for security and stability, being responsible while still allowing ourselves to have a little fun and take a few chances. It's a delicate dance, one that defines much of our human experience. Understanding this balance can help us make better decisions, appreciate the moments of thrill, and manage the times of caution. Whether we're thrill seekers or risk averse, it's this interplay of love and hate for risk that makes life so rich and varied. Section 8, Crunching the Numbers Insurance versus Gambling Costs. All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty, the money. Insurance premiums can add up, there's no denying that. But gambling losses? Well, those can disappear faster than a plate of cookies at a family reunion. Think about it this way. With insurance, you're making regular, predictable payments. It's like paying rent for peace of mind. With gambling, it's more unpredictable. You could win big, but you could also lose big, and it's all happening in a much shorter time frame. So which is riskier financially? It depends on your perspective. Insurance is a long-term investment in your security, while gambling is a short-term gamble with potentially higher stakes. Section 9, Real talk when insurance feels like a gamble and vice versa. But you know what? Sometimes the lines between insurance and gambling can get a little blurry. It's like walking a tightrope where the stakes are high and the outcomes are uncertain. Ever feel like your car insurance is a gamble because you're so careful behind the wheel? You pay those premiums month after month, hoping you'll never need to use it, but knowing that one wrong move could make it all worthwhile. Or maybe you're investing in a high-risk, high-reward stock, which feels a bit like gambling, but it's technically investing. You're putting your money on the line, hoping for a big return, but aware that you could lose it all. Life is full of these gray areas, isn't it? We navigate through them every day, often without even realizing it. We make calculated risks every day, whether we realize it or not. Crossing the street, trying a new restaurant, or even making a career change. Each decision carries its own set of risks and rewards. Even falling in love, it all involves a certain level of risk. The risk of heartbreak, the risk of vulnerability, but also the potential for immense joy and connection. The key is to be aware of the risks we're taking and make informed decisions. Understanding the potential outcomes and preparing for them can make all the difference. Whether it's choosing the right insurance policy or deciding how much to wager on a game, it's all about weighing the pros and cons and making the best choice for your situation. It's all about finding that balance between security and excitement. Life is a series of bets, some big, some small, but each one shapes our journey in its own unique way. So the next time you find yourself at a crossroads, remember, every decision is a gamble, but with the right mindset, you can turn the odds in your favor. Section 10. So, which is riskier? The final verdict. So, after all that, which is riskier, insurance or gambling? Drumroll please, it's a tie. Just kidding. The truth is, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. It depends on your individual circumstances, risk tolerance, and financial situation. Insurance is essential for protecting ourselves and our loved ones from financial hardship. Gambling can be a fun and exciting way to potentially win some money, but it's important to do so responsibly. Ultimately, the best way to manage risk is to be informed, make smart choices, and maybe have a little fun along the way. Section 11. Let's keep the conversation going. What do you think? Do you agree? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, if you've got any funny insurance or gambling stories, we want to hear those too. See you next time!